AM 1220 KHTS, your hometown station. Make sure you go to hometownstation.com for all the latest and greatest in the Santa Clarita Valley. Speaking of the greatest in Santa Clarita, the Emergency Expo is closer than we think. Just a couple months away is the KHTS Emergency Expo and KHTS Home and Garden Show at the Valencia Hyatt. We're already starting stuff on this. And speaking of starting stuff on this, we have Norm, and he is with Cool Energy Island. You can go to coolenergyisland.com for more information about this, or you could keep listening because we're going to talk about it right now. So, Norm, how are you?
Great.
Oh, good.
Thanks for having me.
So, what is your background? How did let's start with what did Norm do before he got to Cool Energy Island?
Norm's been involved in a lot of things, but by degree, I'm an engineer.
Okay.
But I really stepped into a variety of stuff. I was in the defense industry for many, many years, involved in technology and building airplanes.
Where did you work doing that?
I worked for Northrop.
Oh, okay. My brother-in-law works for Lockheed Martin, doing probably the same stuff.
Up here in the area quite a bit over my career.
Cool.
But I stepped into a lot of manufacturing technologies, and stayed heavily in technology. Always fascinated and always involved in doing good and doing right for the environment. And hence some of the thoughts and some of my interests getting involved in what I'm doing today.
Cool.
Involved with people that were coming up with innovative ideas, thinking about how to use the sun. Solar obviously is very popular, but looking at other ways in the what I would call the renewable space. I even was involved with a guy who was trying to generate electricity submerged in the ocean.
Whoa!
A technology that doesn't even exist. We think about being able to use the waves, but we've never thought about what we could do with this vast ocean of ours. But since that time, I've seen a lot of things. A lot of innovation, a lot of people involved in it. You see them in a lot of the universities, and it piqued my interest. And I shifted from being involved in helping large companies introduce technology into their own businesses, watching all the way from my days back we built submarines in Connecticut.
That's awesome.
And helping the old machinist who's been running the same machine for 20 years get his first exposure to being able to use a computer, and going back that long. To being involved with such things as the internet and how do we leverage the internet a little bit better, watching technologies peak and watching the cycles, if you will, of personal computers, and whatnot, to what we have today with portable. Everybody's portable.
Yeah.
Everybody's on a phone. Everybody's on a tablet.
Yeah.
And so Cool Energy Island is really about now bringing it back to home. It's about two aspects. It's about considering your home, the place you work, the place you live, the place you spend your time, as your island. And really, Cool Energy is about getting into renewable energy, renewable electricity generation, and getting away from our consumption of our natural resources and our fossil fuels. So over the course of time, having seen a number of things, I've gotten involved with a couple of companies. And Cool Energy Island is really a mesh of a variety of companies and technologies that are focused on doing two primary objectives. Reducing what we consume, because we do think of energy and electricity as a utility. When I turn the spout on, I always want to have water. When I flip the switch, I always want to have electricity. I want to make sure I have air and whatnot that I can breathe and is clean.
Yeah.
So those are the types of things that we're heavily involved in. I'm involved heavily right now in a couple of aspects. One is what I would call the smart and connected home, and making that a reality and affordable. It's not for that individual who has got the high-end audio-visual studio in their private space, but it's for every homeowner. We talk now about, and we hear so much about solar and rooftop solar, but we've taken it one step further, and we now at Cool Energy Island make available to everybody what we call portable solar. That's the ability to take a solar panel, fold it up like a table, put it in a bag, put it on your shoulder, and take it to where you need. We have, with that solar panel, we have a lightweight battery that could actually store electricity for 12 months if you didn't need it.
Wow.
12 months.
Holy cow.
And a battery that can live for 5 years.
Wow. So, and you have a little, do you have the solar panel with you? Can we hold that up for the video?
A solar panel.
And so you can go to, we'll post this on our YouTube app, but it's just a table. It's like a fold-out table that you fold it out. It's got legs on it, and you sit it out in the sun, and
in a matter of a minute,
and
it's set up and ready to go.
And you got sustainable energy there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you think about the safety and security, or even the issues around survivability, should we have issues where we have a loss of utility power, you have power.
Yeah.
You can return to your home and actually have the lights on in your house and keep a refrigerator running.
Yeah. Oh, a whole refrigerator running too. Holy cow.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So, and that's a crazy one. So you can go to coolenergyisland.com, and at the top it says safety, security, sustainability, survivability. And that's your main thing.
That is our mantra. It's all about that. It's about where all these emerging technologies are really coming and how we really have to internalize them. We hear things about rooftop solar, and people are beginning to understand it. They don't necessarily understand all the bits and pieces around it, but they understand that if I put solar on my roof, it's a good thing. I could control how much I'm spending on my electricity. I can reduce my electric bill. Those are things people understand. Technology, how it works and whatnot, most of us, may or may not care.
Yeah.
We just know that it works.
Yeah.
And now it's available to everybody on a variety of scales.
Yeah. And like you said, you can power a refrigerator, or you showed me a little thing that you have.
I even have a small one.
A small one that you can charge your cell phone.
Charge your cell phone.
Yeah.
Imagine the idea of...
It's a solar power. So it charges yourself. It's a solar-powered cell phone charger.
It is. Put it on your dashboard and let the sun do it.
Yeah.
We have an expression, just plug into the sun.
Yeah.
and that's what we're dealing with today. And we're dealing it on a scale that's affordable. We're dealing on a scale that's realistic, and people can see it and feel it and touch it.
Awesome. You can go. This was Norm with Cool Energy Island. Find out more information. Go to coolenergyisland.com. You guys will also be at the KHTS Emergency Expo. So
Absolutely.
Emergency preparedness. This is a great thing for that.
Oh, I invite everybody to come down and see it.
And it's some cool stuff too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Norm. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for having me.